My name's Martin Trotter. I'm a specialist pathologist in skin pathology, so you call that a dermatopathologist. I think I'm proud to be a pathologist in many ways, but I'm most proud, I think, of the fact that even though we're not visible often to the patients, they may not even know who we are other than perhaps our name on a pathology report, that we really did make a huge difference in their care. I mean, without pathologists making those diagnoses, we'd be practicing 19th century medicine and bleeding people to make them better. I think pathology and certainly cancer diagnosis has changed everything in terms of the accuracy of diagnostic medicine. So I'm very proud of that. And I think I've made lots of good diagnoses in my life that have really helped patients and affected their lives. A patient a few years ago who had a whole bunch of bumps on his skin. And my colleagues were looking at it and they thought he had a group of skin tumors that were all coming up at the same time, and so did his dermatologist. And it kind of looked like that. But when I looked at it down the microscope, I'm not so sure that's what's going on. So I said, let's do a special test, a special stain, and see if there's any bacteria in this tissue. And sure enough, it was full of bacteria, so we made the diagnosis of leprosy on this patient. Well, that's kind of unusual where I work in Calgary. But that made a huge difference because this man was really actually quite sick with leprosy. I really enjoy the reward of making a rare diagnosis that other people are struggling with and really affecting the patient's treatment and outcome. Well, the favorite part of my job, I think, is just looking down the microscope. I just love looking down the microscope with the slides. We stain the slides with two stains. One's a purple stain and one's a pink stain. So you have these wonderful colors, and each body tissue is unique, fantastic patterns to look at. And a lot of my job is pattern recognition and making the right diagnosis. So I never get tired of turning the microscope light on and looking down that microscope in the morning.